Hi guys, welcome back. It's Crystal again. Today's look is very bold, very daring, very different. I wouldn't say that this was the daytime look. It's you know, when you want to be a little funky with your makeup. It was inspired by an article I read in Allure magazine that was talking about orange makeup for spring. So I used the orangey blush, orange eyeshadow, and orange lips. If you want to see how to create this look, keep watching please. And don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Leave comments on what kind of videos you would like to see. I'm open to suggestions. So I will see you guys back in a few days. See ya. Let's go ahead and get started. First, we're going to use NYX Jumbo Liner in Milk as a base. And this color is great when you want to use really bright colors on your lid or eye or anywhere. It makes the colors really pop and really stand out, and since it's a base, it's going to help them to last longer. Once you put it on, and you can put it on kind of sloppy, you're just going to blend out the edges. And I use my finger and a brush, it doesn't matter, just so that it looks a little bit neater. Then I'm going to take a flat brush, and this NYX blush, it's an orange color. I'll post the information, the name of it down below, and just pack it on to the center of my lid. I'm not putting it in the outer corner or the inner corner. And you just want to pack it on. Next, you're going to take a light gold shimmery color to use right on your brow bone. I got mine from the Naked palette. And you're going to pat right under the brow bone and blend out. And then we're going to do our transition color with a orangey red matte shadow. And we're going to put this right kind of above the crease, but you want to blend it with your highlight color. And then I'm going to take my BH Party Girl palette and get this bright yellow here. And I'm using a flat brush again, and I'm just going to pack this in the corner of my eye. And this yellow is very bright and vibrant, but I had to do a lot of work to get it to blend the way I like for it to blend. But the color payoff is awesome. And BH Cosmetics are not very expensive. And you can just keep playing with it until you get it to how you like it. And I actually came down a little bit out the corner of my eye, and that kind of opens your eye up, which is going to be helpful because this eye look is about to get a little dark. Then I'm going to use that same palette and get this purple tone. And I'm going to go in my crease with this color. I'm going to pack it in the outer corner and then blend it through the crease. And it should be it should be overlapping the transition color, but right above the orange color. And I'm just going up higher and higher into the transition color. But I'm keeping my wing shape on the outer corner. So you want to keep that V shape so that you have a winged effect with your shadow. And just blend, blend, blend. Now I'm going to take this deep purple color that was a limited edition color. I'll put the name in the down bar. And I'm going to deepen my outer corner, outer crease to give it a little bit more dimension. So what I'm basically doing is I'm turning this eye into a smoky eye. Remember that smoky has nothing to do with the color, it's the technique. And a smoky eye is basically when you have blended and darkened the outer corner of an eye look, the crease and outer corner of an eye look. So it's an effect. You can make a smoky eye with any color. So just to deepen this outer corner a little bit more, I'm going to use a matte black color in the outer corner. And this effect works the best when you layer colors. So here I'm taking a brush, a blending brush, and just to make sure that there's no product on it, I rub it on the back of my hand first. And then I swipe it all over the lid to blend out any harsh lines. And here I'm putting a black pencil liner in my waterline and a little bit below the waterline. And I'm gonna take a small brush and the same deep purple that I used in the outer corner and go under that black liner. And shimmery colors blend best with the black liner if you're going for a deeper look on your waterline and lower lash line. And you can go down as far as you like or keep it as close as you like. It's kind of personal preference. Now it's time for the lips, and I'm using Cork, which is just a brown liner. I like to rub liner on my hand to warm it up a little bit, and it goes on so much smoother. And I do the same with my gel liner. I put it on my hand first because it goes on smoother. And as you can see, I added gel liner and lashes, and those product details will be at the end of the video. So with this look, I'm staying inside of my natural lip line. I'm not going outside of my natural lip line. And I picked a bright orange. And this is a lipstick that I depotted about a year ago, so I'm not really sure the name of it or where I got it. But you could use Morange by MAC or most lines have a bright, vivid orange lipstick. And when I'm using really bright colors like oranges and reds and purples or deep purples, I typically use a lip brush because it goes on more precise. And since I already have my foundation on, I don't want it to mess up my face makeup. And as you can see with the lip brush, you can kind of get into the corners and make it work a lot easier than just swiping lipstick on. So next it's time for cheeks, and I'm mixing two colors, the orange, the same orange shade that I used on my lid, and a corally color, pinky peachy coral color from MAC. Again, I'll put the name of it in the down box. And I'm gonna mix those two together. I already contoured a little bit and put a little highlight on before I started filming the video. You want to keep the blush light since you got dramatic eyes and a bold lip. So I'm just kind of dusting it on. And here is a close-up look of the finished product. I hope you guys like it. I hope you all enjoyed this video. It was a blast doing it as usual. There were a couple of things I did off camera, and I wanted you guys to see what products I used. So the lashes I used were these #1s, and I get them from the beauty supply store. And the eyeliner I used was Maybelline Eye Studio. But like I said, thanks for watching the video. I can't wait to come back with something different for you guys. And as I said previously, leave some comments on what kind of videos you would like to see. And I'll see you guys in a few days. Bye.